What's up, Cubs Nation? Let's get into it right now. This is your Cubs game 37 recap from last night. And in game 37, the Cubs get the win over the Cincinnati Reds, 7-6 in 10 innings. That now improves the Cubs record to 25-12 on the year. And they will win this series against Reds, which is very pivotal down the stretch towards the end of the year. So, yeah. Your starting pitcher for this game was Colin Rea, and in 5.1 innings pitched, Colin Rea gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, and struck out 5. Your winning pitcher for this game was Trenton. Your winning pitcher for this game for the Cubs was Trent Thornton, and in 1 innings pitched, he gave up 0 hits, 0 runs, struck out none. Did a fabulous job with the 1 inning he pitched. The Cubs offensively had 7 runs, 10 hits, 5 RBIs. The Cubs offensively had the Cubs offensively had 7 runs, 10 hits, 6 RBIs, and 2 home runs. Sorry about that, guys. But anyways, yeah. Let's get into them stats. Let's get into them runs first. Give me just a minute here. So we got Nico Hoerner, Alex Bregman, Seiya Suzuki. So yeah, we got Nico Hoerner, Alex Bregman, Seiya Suzuki, Carson Kelly, and Pete Crow Armstrong, each with 1 hit apiece. Or each with 1 run apiece, excuse me. And then we got Ian Happ with 2 runs. Let's get into them hits. We got Alex Bregman, Seiya Suzuki, Michael Busch, each with 1 run apiece. Then we got Carson Kelly and Dansby Swanson. Each with 1 hit apiece. Then we got my boy PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, with 2 hits. And then we got Ian Happ with 3 hits. Let's get into them RBIs. So we have Seiya Suzuki and Michael Busch, each with 1 RBI apiece. So yeah, we have Seiya Suzuki and Michael Busch, each with 1 RBI apiece. And then we have Ian Happ and PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, each with 2 RBIs apiece. And then like I said, we had 2 home runs, and like I said, we had 2 home runs, and them 2 home runs were 1 home run by Ian Happ. We had one home run by Ian Happ and 1 home run by my boy PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong. I could give player of the game to either Ian Happ or Pete Crow Armstrong. I'm going to give it to Pete Crow Armstrong just based on the fact. Now, yes, Ian Happ had 1 more run and 1 more hit than PCA did, but I'm going to give it to PCA because if it wasn't for him, this game doesn't go to 10 innings and we don't get a chance to win. But I'm going to give player of the game for the Cubs to my boy PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, with 1 run, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and 1 home run. The Cubs' next game will be today. I believe it's today at 1:20. I did see somebody tweet that there was no Cubs game today, which I don't get because I checked the schedule and it doesn't say it's postponed or anything. It doesn't have an update. I haven't got an update that the game's been postponed, so I don't know what's going on there. But maybe it's just that guy wasn't going to the Cubs game or wasn't going to be able to watch it. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, Cubs' next game is today against the Cincinnati Reds at home. So this team's on a roll, obviously. So that is now 8 wins in a row. That is now 14 wins in a row at home at Wrigley. And that's 18 of the last 21 games we've won. So we're 18-3 in the last 21. So this team keeps rolling. Hopefully they keep it up. Looking at the standings, the Cubs actually have the 2nd best record in the National League right now. So if the playoffs started tomorrow, we would be the number 2 seed. We wouldn't have to play wild card round. So yeah, but anyways, like I said, hopefully the Cubs get another win today because they've already won this series. The Cubs have already won the series no matter what happens today, But anyways, go Cubs, go. Fly the W. Next game today at home at 1:20 against the Cincinnati Reds. Go Cubs, go.